Alright. Oh, he won last night, so. Welcome to my WWE Summerslam reactions. I figured that'd be cool. Did that Orton pose. He got destroyed last night. I'm going to go through each match one by one. And also the WWE Universal Championship was also showcased and shown off for Raw. Now that the WWE has split brands now, Monday Night Raw is on Mondays, of course. And then SmackDown Live is on Tuesdays instead of Thursdays. This is now, both shows are now live shows. So I'm going to go through every match one by one and do my reactions. Now, I figured I'd do this today because WWE SummerSlam is one of my favorite pay-per-views. I've also been a long-time WWE fan. I've been watching since the Attitude Era. My all-time favorite is HBK, alongside of CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, who's no longer in the company. Also, CM Punk who quit. And he's also going into the UFC, and he should be debuting sometime in September, I think. I don't know for sure. But I have other favorites, RVD, John Morrison, and other superstars that used to be in the company, Edge, being a Hall of Famer, just to name a few. But I wanted to do this here on the channel just to have something different, and I might just start doing some different vlogs here on this my YouTube channel, just to branch out and do different things outside of gameplay and playthroughs. I don't know if anybody out there, I know a couple people might be WWE fans. Maybe you don't watch it anymore, which I understand. It's not the same anymore, and it's not what it used to be from back in the day when it was the Attitude Era and it wasn't PG. But I'm gonna go through every single match. I might go out of order, but one match that's not showing up here from my screen is the pre-show, and I think that was the Sheamus versus Cesaro in a best of 7 match, and I believe Sheamus won. So I didn't really catch every single match of the pay-per-view. I'm just gonna go through all the highlights and just share my thoughts. And from the results here, I'm not really too happy with some of the winners for last night, and you guys will find out as I go through. So I'm going to start with the tag team match with Enzo and Big Cass taking on Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, or Jericho, whatever you want to call it. Of course, I knew Jericho and Kevin Owens was going to win the tag team match between Big Cass and Enzo. So I don't know what the deal is with this little tag team. I guess it's a pretty good tag team for Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. I feel like they probably should go for the tag team titles now, since they're a certain tag team now. But I don't know what else they're going to possibly do. Maybe they'll have another feud, maybe a match tonight on Monday Night Raw. Who knows what's going to happen tonight on Raw. Next we have The Miz and Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. I personally want Apollo Crews to win, and The Miz, I used to like him. I'm not saying I hate him, but I don't like him as much. It seems like he's just like a joke character now. He used to be a WWE champion, and he beat John Cena at WrestleMania back when he used to be a champion, but now he's just an Intercontinental champion. But The Miz ended up winning and retaining. I don't know if Maurice got involved in the match or maybe interfered, but I heard that he lost due to dropping him with his finishing move, the skull crushing finale, to retain. Now we have the tag team championship match between the Club, aka Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson, taking on Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods from the New Day, with Big E Langston being out due to an injury and stuff. So this was for the tag team championship. Thankfully, the New Day retained. I wouldn't have had a problem with Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows winning the tag team championship. I think they're pretty good and a good tag team. They're good on the mic. Both teams are great. I love the New Day, but it was nice to see that they retained their title, and Big E Langston made a return. And Jon Stewart was at the side of the ring, but I don't care about that. Jon Stewart being just witnessing the match from the sidelines outside the ring. Now this one I had a problem with. The Divas title match, the Women's Championship. Sasha Banks, the current champion, well, now former, because she lost to Charlotte, I feel like she just got this title. And why did she lose the title so early to Charlotte? And I guess the one thing that I could really think of for this match is that maybe the writers wanted to have Charlotte win and become a two-time champion just to show that, oh, she can win on her own. She doesn't need Ric Flair. She doesn't need Dana Brooks and outside interference. And from what transpired from the past shows, I thought Dana Brooks was probably going to screw Charlotte over for talking to her backstage for that backstage promo, saying she doesn't need her and how she failed her and all that. So I thought Dana Brooks was probably going to screw Charlotte over out of her opportunity, but it seems like she actually won without any sort of outside ring interference, because that's the only reason why she held the title for that long, the women's championship, because Ric Flair will always get involved against Becky Lynch, and then the triple threat at WrestleMania with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Ric Flair got involved again, held Sasha back from preventing her to break up the pinfall. Every single title match Charlotte would have, it was always interference. She wouldn't win on her own, and legitimately, it was always she would cheat and just win because someone else got involved in a match just to distract the referee, for her to capitalize and do her opportunity, for her special moves and all that. It's just ridiculous. I just really disagree with this, and I feel like Sasha should have retained last night, and she lost the title too quickly. Hopefully she gets it back soon, and I think Sasha has been one of the women's wrestlers outside like Naomi and Paige, who's now suspended, alongside of Del Rio, that deserves the women's championship. And once Sasha Banks came to Raw, she was about, you could tell when she came to the show, she was about due to be a champion. She was deserving of it. And I just got so tired of Charlotte winning because of interference. But as good as she is, and she's talented and stuff, and she's a daughter of Ric Flair, of course, but at least have her, just make her seem like she's not weak and she doesn't need to rely on other people just to win her matches. But Charlotte's the two-time champion, so whatever. Roman Reigns and Rusev for the United States Championship. This was not even a contest, so I guess he came out there and speared Rusev, and it turned out to an all-out brawl. They couldn't even get the match underway, and I guess it resulted in no contest. So I think he's probably going to try to get at him again tonight at Monday Night Raw, and maybe they'll have a match. Maybe it'll actually be the title on the line. Who knows? But we'll just have to see what happens. AJ Styles taking on John Cena. I heard this was one of the best matches. And unexpectedly, I didn't think AJ Styles was going to win. I thought Cena was going to win because he usually wins these matches and they always have him win. But I personally like both of them. I like John Cena, who he is, for his character, the things he does outside of the ring, or Make-A-Wish, and all these different great things that he does for the community and for the WWE, and just the person he is. He's awesome, even though he's not the best wrestler. But it was nice to see AJ Styles win and beat John Cena, and I feel like it's AJ Styles' time to shine. Hopefully he gets a title shot and not swept under the rug, and I don't know what else they're possibly going to do with him. Speaking of John Cena, the way he supposedly left the ring with his wristbands in the ring, I don't know, is he going to quit? Is he going to quit, or not necessarily quit, but retire? I feel like this will be a good time for him to go heel, maybe go back to the Thugonomics. We'll have to see what he does. And I feel like they already have characters that'll appeal to the kids and stuff, but I don't think they'll probably have him do that and be a bad guy or a heel. But I think this will be a great opportunity for him, and maybe possibly go after Ambrose's title, and maybe also AJ Styles, and maybe another person for a fatal four-way. We'll just have to see. Speaking of Ambrose, Dean Ambrose and Ziggler, I would have loved to see Dolph Ziggler win. They always never let him win. They give him an opportunity and they shoot him down every single time. I personally like both of them. Dean Ambrose, nice to see that he finally is a champion instead of getting screwed over in these matches. So he did retain last night. And I heard that this match probably wasn't as good as it was supposed to be. Some people said it was boring from what I read from the comments and the reactions from the results from last night's SummerSlam. Again, I would have loved to see Dolph Ziggler win and get the title, and then maybe probably lose it a little bit after a little while. But Ziggler just deserves better. I don't know what's next for him. Finn Balor taking on Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship. And now, before I even react to this, here, look at this title. It looks no different compared to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Look at this. It's just red. It's like they threw some fruit roll-ups together or something. Look at this. It's trash. Look at how look. Zoom in. Look, this is the Universal Championship. This is for the Raw brand. It looks no different compared to... It's just laughable, though. It's like they didn't even try to make any changes. They just put red on it. They just slap some red fruit roll-ups together just to have it just become red for representing the Raw brand. And it looks no different at all. And it was like, what was the point of just this title? You might as well just have made a duplicate title of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but it's just red. Big difference. But that just, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just, I don't know. It's ugly. It doesn't even seem like it's no different. But Seth Rollins against Finn Balor. Finn Balor surprisingly won. I thought Seth Rollins had this in the bag and expecting to have Finn Balor win. And to be honest, I never really watched too much of WWE NXT. And I know it's on the WWE Network. I heard it's really good, but I didn't know about Finn Balor at all. But once I seen him debut in Raw and make it his appearance, I really like the guy. And I think he's talented, and it's pretty cool to see that they gave him a title. But is this too fast for him? We'll have to see. I think this is probably one of the fastest superstars from NXT that became a champion. Kevin Owens didn't even get this kind of treatment, and Sami Zayn and some other NXT superstars. But we'll have to see what happens going forward. But I wonder what's going to happen tonight. I'm really eager to find out. Now, this was the main event. Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. Didn't watch it, but from what I've seen from the photos, Randy Orton just got completely destroyed. And I did see a highlight from Twitter of him doing an RKO on Brock Lesnar on the table. The table didn't even break. But I heard this was like a brutal match. And then Brock Lesnar ended up winning by TKO. And there's also another rumor now, as Brock Lesnar continues to trend today, is that he possibly went off script and beat the living hell out of Randy Orton to a bloody pulp. And, with his elbow busting his skull open, so he was bleeding. And then I think a little bit after that, Brock Lesnar also F5'd Shane McMahon, who was one of the GMs alongside of Daniel Bryan from SmackDown Live. I think he only ended up F5'ing Shane McMahon. I don't think Daniel Bryan was actually out there, but oh man, I don't even know what's gonna happen. And I guess it's like Randy's probably going to be on the shelf for a little while. He just came back. Now he's just injured yet again. But it was just, I don't know. Maybe he broke PG. Maybe Brock Lesnar broke the PG era. I don't know about anybody else. But that would really be nice to see the WWE get out of the PG era and go back to what it used to be, really being actually good, and the matches not being so predictable. But that's everything that happened at this year's WWE Summerslam 2016. I wanted to cover it today as a longtime fan of the series and wrestling. And although it's predictable, it can sometimes be fun to watch. And when I watch it nowadays, from every week, I watch the show every week, Monday and Tuesday. I don't miss a show or a pay-per-view. But when they come out, when a match comes out, I can already tell who's going to win. But I don't know what they're going to do just going forward, just to make these changes. And especially the winners from last night, what they're going to do for John Cena, we don't even know. So we'll probably have to wait till tomorrow for SmackDown Live, because this is only a Raw show. We'll have to see what happens. And Finn Balor being a champion almost too quickly, I guess some people have mixed feelings about that. But we'll just have to see what he does. Some people probably don't like him. I don't know much about him, but he seems like a great superstar. I like his little demon form, his little alter ego form. It's pretty sweet. I like his entrance music too. So that's why I figured I'd play a little bit of it just to kick the video off. But those are my SummerSlam reactions, but I don't think it wasn't really that great of a pay-per-view. I guess some matches in particular, like maybe some people say the John Cena AJ Styles match was the highlight, and then outside of that, I don't think there was probably any other highlights from the matches for SummerSlam. Some people will probably say, but the one thing I did not like the most is just, again, with the Sasha Banks dropping the title so fast, and she just got it. But if you are a WWE fan, let me know in the comments what you thought of the pay-per-view. Maybe you used to be a fan. You guys can also share your thoughts as well. And maybe some people that you like now, currently in the company. Some people that you think deserves a push. Maybe a heel turn. I don't even know what's going to happen with the company and what's going to happen tonight going forward with these superstars. Maybe new rivalries. And I don't know. Ziggler, man. I feel so bad for him. I just don't even know what's going to happen. What's his next move? Probably going back to just being a jobber, losing every single match. But oh man, I cannot believe this. But thanks for watching. It's just laughable now. I don't know. And then the Universal Championship, look at fruit roll-ups put together, right? But thank you for watching. Share your thoughts below if you want to, and hopefully we'll see some changes with some of these superstars.